Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I am going to be discussing Resident Evil Vendetta. So the new movie that's coming out, it's a CGI movie for the Resident Evil franchise, and it's going to be starring Chris, Leon, Rebecca, and some other people that we're not aware of. Now recently I got a source that showed me some of the magazine scans from a Japanese magazine, as well as a translation for the entire thing. And it's a little interview and some elaborations on the Resident Evil Vendetta movie about the plot and such. So if you are interested in the movie, you will be interested in this video. Now, Chris is going to still be muscular, he's still going to be our hero character, and on top of that, he's going to be the centerpiece of the entire story. Now, Leon and Rebecca are playing a part in this story, but Chris is going to be the center focus in the entire thing. I guess you could kind of understand that based on the trailer. Chris got way more view time than Leon did, and especially since Chris is such a symbol for the series. Now, Rebecca is actually going to be about 30 years old, and her new appearance is going to make the audience feel like she's a very awesome character, so she's set up to look a lot more professional than she was before. Also, the enemy is going to be a terrorist organization. There's not too much elaborations on that, other than the boss is not actually Wesker. Definitely not Wesker, that's confirmed. And also, it seems like the boss of the terrorists does have some sort of justified reason, at least in their heart, as to why they're doing what they are, and that will also be explored in the story. They'll go over it, there'll be a lot of character development even for the villains. So I'm wondering what that could be specifically. Now, my source themselves speculated that it might be that he was tortured by somebody in his early life, but maybe his village was like a victim of a BOW test by Umbrella or something like that. But we'll definitely be getting a background of his life earlier in the years to see exactly what caused him to become such a character that wanted to become a terrorist. So that movie should definitely be interesting, and as I said, Chris will be the centerpiece of this, and Leon and Rebecca will be getting the side roles. However, that doesn't mean they're just going to be like that for 2 minutes. They will still have prominent roles, don't get me wrong. I just hope you understand what we mean by the centerpiece. But yeah, guys, there's a lot more of information coming on Resident Evil Vendetta soon, and I'm really looking forward to the CGI movies. They've always been kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. I've loved watching them, and I'm actually really looking forward to this, especially since the detail looks so incredible. Now, the previous CGI movies already looked absolutely amazing. Just for reference, why anyone should go check that out. They actually looked beautiful, but this new one just blows them away. And I'm wondering what you guys are thinking about that. Are you also going to watch the CGI movies? And on that note, just kind of a weird discussion, but are you going to watch the new Resident Evil The Final Chapter movie, which comes out at a very similar release date to Resident Evil 7, which is February 24th, 2017, for anyone that's curious? Because those are also kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. They're like horror movies that aren't really horror movies, and they're kind of supposed to be Resident Evil, but they're not so much Resident Evil. And I know that sounds like it should be a terrible movie because of that, but again, I just have this secret guilty pleasure about it. So I'm wondering if you guys have actually watched these movies. Let me know below. Be honest about it. Have you watched hardly any of them, or have you watched all of them? Or have you just like completely avoided them because of all the bad publicity about it? But anyway, I'm gonna call it a video here, so let me know below. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a subscribe. I hope you're all having a beautiful day. Take it easy and peace.